Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northern Fishing Talk. This is my first actual video I'm putting out. My first one was just a little teaser to tell you what we're going to be doing. So, if you want to know what the channel's all about, go to the teaser, check it out, and you're going to see everything that's planned for this channel. Now, for my first video for this channel, I was thinking of what to do. Most people are throwing up videos of them out on their boat fishing, or giving you tips and tricks, or telling you stories, whatever the case is. I'm going with an unboxing video. I know there's a lot of them out there, but I think it's a rite of passage for everyone to do an unboxing video. So the one I'm going to do is Lucky Tackle Box. I'll do my Vanna White. There we go. So anyways, there's tons of them out there. There's tons of these boxes out there, and you can get Mystery Tackle Box, Lucky Tackle Box, all this kind of stuff. I was with Mystery Tackle Box for a while. They're having problems now on shipping to me, and it's not their fault by any means. It's Canada Post, it seems, that when it gets to the border, it takes almost a month for it to get to me, sometimes even more. At this point right now, I still haven't received my April box, and we're partway through May. So, I mean, and once again, like I said, it's not Mystery Tackle Box's fault. But I also like Lucky Tackle Box for a couple of reasons. One being that you very rarely get sample packs. A lot of the other companies, they give you like sample packs of plastics. You're getting maybe 3-4 plastics in there, and it's great if you just want to try it. But if you're out on the water and all of a sudden that bait's really working for you, you're killing it, and you go through those 4 baits pretty quick, now you're kind of, as I call it, SOL, right? So I looked at it as for that part also. So like I said, I've done Mystery Tackle Box, I'm doing Lucky Tackle Box, and for me, your better bang for the buck is with the Lucky Tackle Box. So we'll get into the box here, and we'll go through it. First thing first, you get a card. Light's kind of bad. Sorry about that. I got a light right over my head. Otherwise, anywhere else, it's be dark. So, anyways, you get this nice little card, and it tells you what's in the box. What I like about Lucky Tackle Box too is with their cards, they also tell you if you upgrade to the Bass XL box, which is a few dollars more, what other baits you're going to be getting in there. So for me, that's pretty cool, because then I can kind of see, well, what I got here, is it worth my time to upgrade, or should I just stay with what I'm at? I mean, for this month, I think I probably should have went up to the Bass XL, because there's some pretty good stuff with the Bass XL box too. But anyways, we'll start off. First things first. This box wants to slide around. Okay, so first things first, we have some soft baits here, some plastic baits from Fishing Physics. This is hashtag Genius Bait. So it's apparently a hydrogel, so it's not actually a soft plastic or silicone or rubber. It says that keep hydrated and store individually in Fishing Physics scent-soaked solution for repeated use. And in brackets it says liquid in this package, which I find kind of funny. Now they're longer than your normal Senko style plastic, but I mean that can be good. Sometimes it can. All depends on where you are. I think now personally, with something this big, the card says to wacky rig it. I wouldn't, because it's going to be a little bit heavier than your normal Senko too. So I'm not quite sure how the action would be on that. Uh, I'd you know rig it weedlessly, maybe Texas rig something. Heck, even a Carolina rig. I think I do, just for giggles. Um, but yeah, I'd go that route first before the wacky rig. For this, I'd throw this something like this on a spinning rod, probably 7 foot with 30-pound braid with a, I'd say probably about a 4 foot fluorocarbon leader on it, because some of the areas that I fish is a lot of wood, and for me that much fluorocarbon actually is better. But I'd go something like that, and the price of this is $6.99. Once again, this is a full package, so I love that. And the scent for it is apparently earthworm, so it's gonna be something to give a shot this year. Um, another one, another plastic that they give you. This kind of looks like a sample pack, so not 100% sure, as I've never heard of the company. It's called Viola, and if you look here, you can kind of see that it's basically looks like a little brush hog type deal. It's 3 inch. Now with that, I don't know if that's something I would use a lot. I look at it and it says here to try rigging it Texas style, pegged. I don't do a lot of pegging with my setups. I've been looking into it because I think that might be a better way to go. I've watched some videos of Andrew Flair with Fishing with Flair, and John B there, and I think I'm going to try pegging my Texas style now. And but with this, I think for me personally, this would be something I'd more use for ice fishing, because if you didn't check the teaser, I'm here in Canada, and so I get a few months. I get about 3-4 months of actual fishing, and I get about 3-4 months of ice fishing. So for me, this would actually probably be more better for ice fishing. But I'm definitely going to try it this summer and hit some spots where I can get some big bluegills and some big perch. And I think this might be good for that. Not saying it's not good for bass, but for me, that's where I would use it. And the price for this is $5.99. So right there, you got $5.99, $6.99. So really, you're looking at between these two, you're almost at the price of the $15 for the box. Out of two, that's pretty good. Next one is the Olympic tackle. This one I'm really kind of stoked about. I'm going to see if I can get it in here so that you guys can actually see it. Okay, so this is a 5-inch jointed swim bait. Now with this is kind of like what they gave out, I believe in the last box with the raw, their swim bait, and the paint scheme on it is actually pretty sick. It's very, very lifelike. What I like about this though is these are the types of baits that they're just putting in a bass box, but for me, where I fish, this would be great for some of the shallow walleye and the shallow pike that I go for along weed lines. So that's what I kind of like about some of these boxes. They might be marked as panfish, they might be marked as walleye, they might be marked as bass, but a lot of it is actually multi-species use, and that's what I really like about Lucky Tackle Box. It's a lot of stuff that I can use for more than just the one, and that means I'm not having to worry about what I'm taking out each and every time I go fishing, because sometimes I'm going out and I'm just going for pike, and I don't want to have a set of stuff that's just for pike, a set of stuff that's just for walleye, a set of stuff that's just for bass, just for trout. I don't like doing that. I like having my stuff at the ready. So if I'm out in an area, I can go throw this, and if I start hitting bass, great. If I start hitting walleye, awesome. If I'm hitting pike, even better, right? So this goes for $9.99, so $10. So right there between the three, you're over your $15 for the box. You've made a really good investment. Apparently, it's brand new for 2016, and it has a very distinct action. And they say this is perfect for pre-spawn or near bedding fish. Downside is here, I've noticed that May is the time for our bass to do a lot of bedding and that. But for us, where I am, bass doesn't open until the fourth weekend of June. So really, we get a very short window of bass fishing up here in Canada, or at least in Ontario where I am. So it's really hit or miss. That's why I like taking some of these stuff and then throwing them for walleye or pike. But so we're looking at $9.99 for this. For the Senko style plastics, we're looking at $6.99, and for the Viola Ultra Hog, we're looking at $5.99. So, like I said, you're over your $15 easy, and that you're over $20 actually, which is great. You know, like out of three, you've got it. So another thing is that they give in each box is always hooks. And you can never get enough hooks as long as they're good hooks. And Lucky Tackle Box tends to give you really good hooks. And nothing has changed for this month, which is great. This time, it's Mustad, and what it is the KVD Elite treble hooks. The only thing that I have against this is the fact, Bear, hey, stop, buddy. Sorry, my dog. The only thing that I have against this is that it's a size 8. The hooks are a little small for what I normally throw, but for some of my smaller crankbaits, my square bills, stuff like that, my 1.5s, and my bombers and stuff like that I throw, perfect for this. And that's one thing I'm a firm believer in, is every year I check my hooks and I just kind of see if it needs to be changed. It might not, it might, but that's why I like having extras on hand for that, just in case. I like to get everything rigged before. My wife says this is 4 seasons for me that are different than the normal ones. Summer fishing, fall shutdown from summer fishing, with get ready for ice fishing season, and then shut down from ice fishing season, getting ready for summer fishing. So that's my 4 seasons, and that, which is really great. But I am very happy with these. These are great hooks, and anything with Kevin Van Dam on it, you know, is usually a good thing in my opinion. So definitely, I'm gonna be throwing these on, and then on some of my baits within the next couple of days. So that's that. Now, if I had got the XL box, I would have also got a Yozuri 3DB Vibe, and a Castic Boyd Duckett spinnerbait. So that would have been great to have too. Of course, you get your sticker and that. So you get your sticker in every box. You get your little magazine in every box too, which is great. The only thing I found awesome this month, I shouldn't say awesome because all the baits were awesome. So an added bonus to the awesomeness of the box that reeks of awesomeness, as they say, is this. They threw in a spinnerbait. Now, it's not the one that was meant for the XL box, which is fine, which is cool. But I don't throw a lot of spinners, so with that, I tend to not really look at them when I go. Same with chatterbaits. It just doesn't mean that much. So what I tend to do is just kind of stay away from it. I've got some that I take with me as one of those, you never know, you might just toss it out. And So I thought it was really great that they gave me a 3/8 ounce spinner with a white chartreuse skirt, and that, which is great. So anyways, Lucky Tackle Box guys, if you're watching, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and that for this. I know it sounds like I'm accepting an award here, but hey, these guys take their time to get boxes ready for us. Take the time to actually come up with what to put in them each month. So the fact that, whoever put it in, awesome. But the guys there, you always give great stuff, and I thank you again. So that being said, that's been this month's box. It's been a great box. Now, in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to have a couple more videos out. I'm going to have a couple videos of me out my boat. I'm also going to do a video of my boat because I just bought it this year, brand new boat. Anytime I've gone fishing in a boat, it's either been a friend's boat or I've rented. Because I've lived in apartments and I've never had space to own one. So now I'm at a point where I've got my 2-car garage. My boat, I bought a boat. It's a Legend 15 angler, so I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to have a couple videos coming out with being on the water fishing, and I'm hoping to also get a couple of videos of just quick interviews with people that I'm going out fishing with, just so excuse me, just so we can get some other point of views, some tips and tricks from them on fishing, what they like, what they think their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and how we as anglers can take our strengths, set them aside, and take our weaknesses and turn them into our strengths. And that's the great thing about fishing. We're always learning. We always need to take those weaknesses and turn them into our strengths. And I believe, talking to other anglers, we can definitely do that. Now, that being said, it's been awesome starting up this podcast, or vlog I should say. The podcast, though, I will have coming out in July, I believe. I'm lining up some guests for that. It's gonna be a monthly podcast, half hour each month, and the whole podcast is gonna be set up. The tagline is "For the people, by the people," and what I mean by that is it's gonna be the everyday angler talking about fishing. A lot of guys talk to pros, and that's great, but I want to hear from the everyday angler on how they're going to approach a lake, especially if they're going to a new body of water, how they're going to do it if they don't have the top-end electronics that a lot of these pros have. And so we're going to do some of that. And once again, if you like, hit the like button for me, please, and hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to have some great videos coming your way, and I'm also going to have some contests coming up. The first one that I mentioned in the teaser is you've got to like the Northern Fishing Talk Facebook. You have to get a hold of me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm setting up Snapchat for Northern Fishing Talk. You have to hit me on all 4. So you got it: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Got to hit me up on all 4, and then I'm going to pick a winner from that, and I'm going to give you a shout out. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but you're going to be my very first shout out for the show, and from there I'm going to do some more. But once again, keep those lines tight. We'll see you up on the next show.